38 new charges in total have now been authorised against Andrew and Tristan Tate, bringing the total number of charges faced to 59. The charges relate to 7 victims, spanning a period from 2010 to 2017. Our officers have worked closely with the CPS and both national and international law enforcement agencies as part of this complex investigation.
Yo, it's your boy Mike Geesh. And as we all have heard, Andrew and Tristan Tate have been arrested on the charges that you just heard this lady speak of. 38 new charges in UK. And wow. Look, I know before they were saying that the people was messing with them and this is all because, you know, they've turned to Islam and, you know, I know that they are Muslims. I'm Muslim. And, you know, they were saying that UK was against them and Romania and for whatever reasons, he said. Nevertheless, they are arrested.
Mind signing?
Hey, take.
Come over here by me. Let's go. Come over here by me.
Back up. Back up. Back up.
It was real smooth the way the police did that. They didn't know what was going on. Asked for an autograph. They just ran up on him. You know, it's good he didn't, you know, try to resist and get his ass whooped, even though he can fight. But, you know, they got guns. They would have shot his ass, his tall, bald-headed ass. But, it'll keep going.
Guys, back up.
Look at something else, see what's going on. See what they got to say on NBC.
All right, we are following breaking news in Miami where social media influencers Andrew and Tristan Tate were in federal court today.
The Tate brothers were arrested on Saturday, facing 38 new charges in the UK, including rape. The UK's Crown Prosecution Service said the charges covered alleged offenses from July 2010 to August 2017. An attorney for the brothers vehemently denied wrongdoing, saying today they are innocent.
I think the general public can see that this is a political hit job. It's designed to rob my clients of their due process rights in America and to clear their name. They've been in solitary confinement for a couple of days. They're dressed in orange jumpsuits like Al-Qaeda prisoners. We will make sure that we exhaust all remedies before they're sent over to the communist regime, previously known as the Free Place of the United Kingdom.
All right, joining us now is NBC News legal analyst Danny Savalos. And Danny, the Tate brothers already face a slew of previous charges in the UK. So talk about these new counts and why they're coming now.
Well, apparently I'm here in the UK, and these are new complainants or victims who have come forward in either Hertfordshire or Bedfordshire. These are areas just north of London. So you have new complainants and new allegations on top of allegations that were already pending in the UK, of course, totally separate from those in the case that is still existing in Romania.
So, Danny, how
19 counts of sexual imagery of children? Damn, Andrew. You ain't messing with them kids, Andrew, is you? You ain't on that Epstein list, is you, Andy? Come on now, man. Don't tell me y'all doing the Epstein man out here, bro. You know I'm railing against that, man. Don't tell me y'all doing y'all on that, man. Damn.
Does the extradition process potentially work here?
In theory, the way it works is there is a court hearing. The U.S. Marshal Service picked them up pursuant to a treaty. The U.S. has a treaty with Great Britain, with the UK. And pursuant to that treaty, what we're supposed to do is apprehend and turn over people after a court hearing. But the court hearing is not about guilt or innocence. The court hearing is really very minimal. It's about whether or not is there a valid treaty and really some threshold issues to decide before they decide to turn them over. But what's key is that DOJ has to be involved, and also the Secretary of State finally, at the end, once it passes the court, has to sign the warrant to send these brothers out of the country.
Danny, the Tate brothers are also under investigation in Romania, facing also these previous charges in the UK. How does that factor in here, if at all?
Well, in theory, the Romanian case was supposed to be pending, and the understanding was that the UK would delay their prosecution. But now you have these new charges. The brothers have left Romania. The brothers are now in the U.S., which they should have known that this is a place that has a robust extradition treaty with the UK. You know, there are a lot of countries that are reluctant to hand over their own citizens. The U.S. is not one of those countries.
Sound like y'all niggas should have stayed in America, bro. That would have sounded like to me. Y'all going back and forth. Y'all need to stay y'all ass out of the UK, even though I know y'all was arrested in Miami. But I'm saying y'all don't have any charges in Miami, in America. All your charges is in the UK. So it just seemed like y'all was doing business in the wrong city, the wrong country. That's what that would have seemed like to me. If all your charges are in the UK, you obviously was setting up shop in the wrong place. Now, I ain't saying that you should have, if you are guilty of all of these charges, you shouldn't have done it anywhere in the world, period. But definitely not in the UK, because it don't seem like America has any charges. They're not hip to whatever you had going on. You know what I'm saying? It's just in the UK. So I don't know, man. Hey, man, I mean, I've never been a big follower of Andrew Tate. I've heard some of his speak. I think he's a good talker. And some of what he was saying, for men who have low self-esteem and incels and all that type of stuff, then, you know, it was good confidence talk. But, you know, I do remember some of the things that he had. It does seem like it was being a little rough on the women. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if I can find that. You know, I do remember something where it was just like, damn, bro, you ain't playing with them. Which I ain't mad, because, you know what I'm saying, you can't play with these hoes. But at the same time, he was, you know, trying to see if I can find it. It was it was something where he actually had the girls and it was showing him with the girls. Maybe it's in his house. Maybe it was in his house. Yeah, I think he was at home. It was something. I can't remember what it was. But it was something. Was this it?
In their house, sitting there, bored, completely in love with me. And of course, they don't go out. They're not allowed out. Like, oh, Tate's away, so they go out with their friends. No. You don't go to the club with your friends. I don't know what kind of bitch-ass dude is letting his chicks go to the club with her friends without him. No. You stay in the house. You don't go nowhere. You're not, no restaurants, no clubs, nothing.
I mean, you know, I can't really be mad at him about that like that. You know, I can't really be all that upset at him by that, but hold on. No, we're not done. Come on. I don't want to go to Pierce Morgan. Let me see. It has to be something else with him. You heard that though. He doesn't like his girls going anywhere. But let's see. Oh my God. Let's see what he has. What is this about? She is bad.
Oh, hello. How are you, my brother? All right?
Yeah, good.
Is this a new car?
No, this is my friend. Hey, Andrew. Hello. Hey.
I already know most of like the basics, but.
Oh, you know most of the basics. I'm in trouble now. We'll race the Bugatti against something of yours. We'll do it.
All right, you got it. Let's go.
I want to act cool, but I'm scared I'll break something.
Yeah.
How do I do this without breaking the Ferrari? What is up, everyone? I'm the top G! Good morning, welcome back to another video. Today's a very exciting day, guys. Yep, we have the one and only Andrew Tate coming to my house. If you've clicked on this video and you're new on my channel, first of all, make sure to subscribe.
Mo vlogs. I don't care about any of this. Is that your girl, bro? You got Andrew Tate around your girl? No. You cannot have Andrew Tate playing chess with your girl, B. I don't know if that's your girl, buddy. But that ain't the right idea to have this guy around your girl, buddy. You see what this guy charged with, bro?
Sometimes I forget where they're supposed to. I think the queen is always supposed to stand on her own.
Yeah.
Thing.
Ready?
So who starts? Okay, go ahead.
It's over with, buddy. Your girl gone, bro. You can't, come on, man. You can't leave your girl around no guy like this, man. I'm just saying, man. You can have all the confidence in the world, but I'm saying certain guys, type of guys, you don't leave your girl around. This one on. This one on, man. Just being real. It's one on. See what she got to say.
Andrew, what do you think of Bonnie Blue sleeping with 1,057 men?
Her.
I don't understand why men sit here and try and lecture you about it. I don't understand why men sit here and say you shouldn't do it. It's your body, your choice, right? This is the world we now live in. This is the end result of feminism. You are the perfect end result of feminism. In the world I believe in the conservative, traditionally masculinely ruled world, a man would be in charge of his daughters until they're handed over to their husbands or boyfriends, and there would be a degree of masculine guidance. But feminism didn't want that. You know, women complain that men don't want to get married. We did actually want to get married when we got obedient virgins, but they disappeared, and they complained about the patriarchy, and they were tired of us giving them a house to live in and kids to raise, and they wanted to make their own choices. So she's making her own choice. That's a fantastic thing. I actually have a lot of respect for you because you own it and you're honest about it.
For sure.
I really do.
I think. What if it was your daughter? What if it was your daughter?
Well, that won't happen.
But she's her own person.
I never said my daughter's her own person. I said I said women want to be their own people. But my point is, there's so many women who go to Magaluf for a weekend and do something very similar, and then they come back to England and get with some fucking guy and start asking for presents from him and talking about how they deserve a traditional relationship and they want to get married and they want a Christmas present and all this bullshit. Most women do exactly what Bonnie does. I don't see you any different than most women. And I'm not saying that in a degrading way.
Most women don't sleep with 1,057 men in a day.
1,000? Does it fucking matter?
I think it does.
I don't really think it does. It's all disgusting to me. If I met a woman and she said, I just sucked a dick yesterday, I'd say, well, I find you repulsive. I don't want to sleep with you. Goodbye.
What, so you're only going after virgins?
Well, it's not about only going after virgins, but I think if you're a straight man, the idea of having a bunch of men fuck a woman that you're with is pretty repulsive.
Everyone has a past.
But see, this is the kind of shit white people say. I don't know what's wrong with you people. Everyone has a past. That's not acceptable. In fact, let's analyze that. Everyone has a past. You're right. Everyone does have a past. It's true. But isn't the primary objective of a man to find a woman with as little past as possible? Would you argue that's one of the precursors to finding a wife? Considering that wives were supposed to be virgins. This was the deal. The reason I'm proud of Bonnie, and I am genuinely proud of you, I like Bonnie. I like what she's doing. Because the deal was...
Are you not, like, contradicting yourself here?
In what way?
Well, you're proud of her sleeping with 1,057 guys, but women should be virgins.
No, I'm saying that the social contract, the construct of society that made family function, was women were obedient virgins and they found a man who provided for them and they listened to that man. Women have then said, we don't like the patriarchy. We're tired of being provided for. We're tired of being taken care of. We don't want to listen to anybody. We want to make our own decisions. That was women and feminism that ended the traditional family unit. And now women can make their own decisions. So I'm glad that Bonnie's making her own decision.
Yeah,
I'm not here to tell you not to do it.
I take women back 100 years. I'm like, no, I'm the clear example of how to be empowered. I use my body. I do what I want, when I want. And this is the thing you've been banging on about for years. And when I get hate, like when I click on the comments of these women that are like, oh, you're taking us back 100 years. Then in their bio, it's a stay-at-home mom of two. I'm thinking, what the fuck was you rooting for?
That's
because
right.
You have just stayed
That's
at
right,
home.
Bonnie. See, this is the future.
Yeah.
This is the future. This is fantastic. It's exactly what Western society is headed to. So why are we going to sit here and pretend this is not? Why are we going to sit here and pretend that most women who go on girls' holidays aren't doing something similar to what Bonnie does, just because it's not on camera? Why are we going to sit here and pretend that these men who walk around with their wives in the pub in England, they're like, oh, my wife, yeah, everyone has a past. Oh, no, she's done the same shit. What's the difference? Who gives a fuck, right? We're either going to care and accept that women are judged on their past and judged on their innocence and judged on their naivety and judged on these things like it used to be, or we're going to sit and say it doesn't matter, everyone has a past. Well, if everyone has a past, everyone has a past. Who gives a fuck? Does it really matter?
So
anymore?
What would you do if
bars, all bars, man. I'm just being honest. That was bars right there. He's absolutely right. I agree with every word he just said. When it was women had to be virgins, that is the contract that made a family work. Now women, feminism said no, we don't want that. Now you get what you get. She's just telling everybody she slept with 1,000 men. There's women out here with husbands that have slept with 1,000 men and he just doesn't know it. Absolutely true. I remember this girl that used to go to high school with me. She used to get trains ran on her by people on the football team and in the band. I was in the band. How you so much of a slut that you're a slut for the football team and for the band? It usually doesn't work like that, but she definitely was. And now, you know, I see her on Instagram with her husband and her kids. And I'm like, wow, buddy don't even know. He has no clue. And I like when he said, what is wrong with white people? Andrew Tate, I like that. He's like, what is wrong with you white people, man? Y'all are crazy. You know, I mean, this is what Western society wanted. This is what they wanted. Now, did Andrew Tate R-word women? I don't know. I don't know if Andrew Tate R-worded women. I hope he didn't. That would be horrible if he did. And if he did do that, he deserves to go to prison, him and his brother. Absolutely. If you R-word women, do things to women against their will, you deserve to go to prison. No doubt about it. I hope he didn't do that. But you have to understand when you're speaking these things, I don't know. There's powerful people that are against you, but it would seem like if you have the president with you, it wouldn't be like this. So I don't know. I don't know. What I do know is that there are very rich men that are on the Epstein list that have not been arrested. I do know that. That there are people on the Epstein list right now that have not been R-wording just women, but also children, little children, babies, and they're not locked up. So that's the world we live in, ladies and gentlemen. And as you can see, Andrew Tate isn't a Caucasian man. He's not a Caucasian man. He's not white. So is that part of it? I don't know. Could be. But yeah, y'all. All right, that's Andrew Tate. Him and his brother is locked up, and we're going to see how that pans out for him in the future. All right, y'all. Till next time, I'm Mike Geesh. Peace.